Hello, Scorpios on YouTube. Let's see how this goes because I have had issues not so long ago with streaming on YouTube. So let's see how this goes. Welcome if you're new. My name is Heidi Corona. Spirit Speaks Psychic Medium. Heidi is the name that I go by. If you're not subscribed to my channel, feel free to click that notification bell so you don't miss anything from me. But this reading is going to be for the general collective of Scorpio for May 2023. So if you have Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising heavily in your chart, you identify with the sign of Scorpio, then this reading is for you. Unless you're a cross watcher, Scorpio's birthday is October 23rd through November 21st, and Scorpio is a water sign. Now, I have a whole spread that I pre-shuffled here already. So I laid the cards out, and these are from the Wandering Star Tarot by Kat Pierce. So I will show the cards to you, but I did draw one overall monthly theme card from my own Oracle deck. And so your monthly theme, Scorpio, for May is invested. Okay, so what this card means to me, it's about doing the right thing in your life, in all areas of your life, one at a time. Now, as I was sitting in your energy, Scorpio, before I started this reading, I I was feeling the web of your life. This is kind of different. I was feeling how connected you are with other people in your life and how sometimes their problems or their issues or their burdens can kind of bring you down or weigh you down. And I feel like it's because you care so much, okay? Forgive me. I feel like it's because you care so much, but it's also it's at this time everybody has a little bit of something going on, and I feel it weighing on you collectively, because you care for all these different people and they might come to you with their problems. And I need to tell you this, Scorpio, your spirit team wants me to tell you this, that you sometimes you are the strongest person in the crowd. Sometimes you are the brightest light in the room. Sometimes you are the sanest person with the logical ideas who can help the scenario. And I feel like that is how a lot of people see you at this time, especially when things are going haywire in their own lives or in their own perspective. So although you may feel a little inundated or burdened by other people's problems or issues that may or may not affect you, like on a day-to-day level, like these might be people you're living with, and so obviously these things affect you as a household, but they may be people that you're not living with, but you still care about them. So it might just affect you because there's issues going on that kind of make you want to help them. You know what I mean? And sometimes you can and sometimes you can't. I just have to say that to you as well. So invested is about doing the right thing, about having a plan and following it through kind of in an emotionally detached way. Okay? So that is your overall monthly theme for May, is doing the right thing, the thing that you know to be true and right within yourself, because you do have an inner compass, and following that through, even if you may not feel like your heart is in it completely, you are doing the right thing for the sake of doing the right thing, and it will pay off in the long run. So let's dive into some more specific areas of your life for May. So, in the area of love, you have the 10 of Wands showing up for you, Scorpio. So, look at her. She is burdened. The taglines on this card literally say burden, demands, overload. Burden, demands, overload. And she is tied up and weighed down with all of these wands. And wands in tarot are actions, obligations, duties, responsibilities, things we have to do, burdens that we can bear, things that we can shoulder in the name of other people not having to, or because we have this bleeding heart for other people. Now, in the area of love, this tells me that you may feel like you're taking on a lot. Maybe your loved ones are kind of going through their own stuff, so you're taking on the excess to yourself, Scorpio, to try to kind of carry that weight until things smooth out. Okay, I kind of see this here because you are invested. You know what the right thing is to do here, and the right thing is not to carry your loved ones or let them overburden or baggage you. I feel like this is a temporary thing. This is something that just happened, okay? Or for some Scorpios, I'll tell you, I feel like maybe in the area of love, this is that concern for people. There are people that are obviously people are not within your control. Even children. Everyone has free will, and we can only truly enforce so much. And if people are grown up, it's that much harder. So I feel like this could be you witnessing people you care about who are just going through a rough patch or a rough time, and you would like to help them. But for whatever reason, maybe you have too much on your plate already. Maybe they are some of that stuff that's too much on your plate. I'll just let you take that as it resonates. I must say this as well. The 10 of Wands feels a lot like doing things alone, a lot of stuff alone. Okay. Feeling like everything's on your shoulders. And Scorpio, in the area of love, I really, really want to say to you, it's important to include your loved ones in how you're feeling. Okay. Because nobody knows that you're feeling so overwhelmed unless you speak up and say, I'm overwhelmed too, because everyone is in their own heads about their own stuff. And we have to enlighten each other about our inner feelings. Okay. And sometimes that starts with you opening up that line of communication to people that matter to you and saying, hey, man, I'm stressed as well. We can both be stressed together, but let's open these lines of communication so that everybody's on the same page and we don't lash out at each other or take out our stress on each other or create more stress, not knowing that somebody is already feeling overburdened. Okay. Spirit wants me to tell you that. Now, in the money, finances, and career, you have the 7 of Cups showing up for you. And here it says choice, instinct, passion, extremes. Okay. So the 7 of Cups in the money, finances, and career means a lot of different options. Maybe you have, maybe you or people that you care about, Scorpio, are evaluating their options at this time as far as a new job, a new job path, a new career track, deciding to switch jobs, reaching for a promotion. You may have a multiple jobs. You're picking up extra shifts or deciding to offer to dog walk on the side or something like this. Like this is you deciding to kind of have your hands in a couple different pots to make ends meet, or other people as well, kicking around some options, some different areas that they'd like to explore as far as the money, finances, and career. This means it's not one solid stream is what I see here, but many collective fountains that could be drawn upon. So take that and apply it in your life, however it lands for you, Scorpio. It is a very valid opportunity to seize, especially when you're invested. If you have in the money, finances, some options that are presented to you at this time, feel into your inner discernment as to which one or ones might be beneficial for you to dive into. I almost feel multiple. If you are somebody who has multiple options presented to you at one time, as far as investment opportunities, side jobs, gigs or something, business ventures, seriously consider taking up one or more of these things, because this can truly be something very beneficial for you in the long run as far as financial stability for yourself and your loved ones. Okay. Invested, doing what's right for the sake of it being the right thing. Now, in the home life, Scorpio, my friend, you have 6 of Cups here, and the taglines are harmony, childhood, reconciliation. Okay, Scorpio. So 6 of Cups tells me that there's some youthfulness there, some nostalgia there. Maybe people are coming back to home, or maybe you're taking a look around your home right now and seeing the people that you coexist with, and the age progression between when you all started and where you're all at now. Sometimes those kinds of feelings of nostalgia can really bring gratitude to the forefront of our minds and our hearts as far as our home life. Okay, we can take a look around and say, wow, look how big this guy is, you used to be so tiny. All these things that can make us truly grateful for the people and even the pets who are in our experience now. Taking a good look at that. There's also a flip side to this card for you, Scorpio. Sometimes we can look around at our home life and go, wow, we've truly grown into people that I don't recognize, right? So this is definitely, I feel this, I've got to give it to you. All of a sudden, boom, it's hit me right in my heart, Scorpio. So if you are invested in the home life that you have, because it's always been this way, and this is the way it always has been and probably always will be, then if that's how you feel, then that probably is going to be true for you, whether you find passion, joy, excitement, or your family does, or otherwise. Okay, I feel just a touch of a message. Only take this as it resonates. Do not make it fit, please. But I feel like some Scorpios might be invested in a home life or lifestyle because this is the way things are and how it has always been. And I don't dare to change that. The Cups encourages you to take a look at your progress. Who are you today? Does that match up with who you feel yourself to be inside? Or are you still playing this part of the role that you were cast as a child? Wow. So this is going to be an 18 over broadcast because sometimes I cuss and I definitely vape, and sometimes we talk about things. This is a nicotine vape. I apologize if it offends you, Scorpio, but if you're easily offended, you may not want to watch my videos. Sometimes I get a little sassy, but your reading's pretty mellow. So take it as it resonates here. Let's talk about your self-care needs. You have major arcana card number 1, the Magician. Power, action, skill. The Magician. Power, action, skill are the taglines on this card for your self-care needs, Scorpio, for the month of May. So I feel like doing is really going to be something that makes you feel productive in the month of May. And that really does enhance your self-care, right? Because sitting around, being bored, not taking care of your responsibilities, that kind of stuff can really make us feel down on ourselves, right? And then we don't have an adequate amount of self-love within us because we feel like a schmuck, like we're not handling our stuff, right? So I feel like definitely taking care of your responsibilities, your obligations, the way you can turn situations around and look at them with a lens of optimism, whereas maybe others in your environment cannot. These kinds of things really do build that self-confidence and self-esteem that you have within you. The way that you can make something out of nothing really does make you feel better about you. And this is all involved with your self-care, Scorpio. So allowing yourself to be that person, to do what's necessary for you and people that you care about, but mostly for you, because without you, there's nothing, Scorpio. If you're grouchy, then what you're giving to others is not necessarily of the greatest and highest good, right? I also see in this card vitamins, nutrition, concoctions, essential oils, whatever it is for you that make you feel like you are your best, your healthiest, soaking in a whatever bubble bath, something or other, whoever you are, Scorpio, doing these things to care for your physical vessel, both like nutritionally and also hygienically. With the Magician, I see here is definitely indicated as far as self-care in May. This will make you feel your best. Salt baths, releasing of consciously releasing negative energy in a salt bath, cleansing your auric field regularly. I see this here as well. Now, what are some unforeseen circumstances that you might deal with in May? Major Arcana card number 0, the Fool, which is literally unforeseen circumstances. So this is crazy. Things are going to get shaken up for you a little bit in May. This is purity, potential, risk, innocence, and desire. So embarking on a new adventure, some kind of, like I said, opportunities presented to you right here in the money, finances, career, embarking on some kind of new adventures, either in that way or even in your home life. Maybe you're deciding on a new self-care routine with this Magician card here. Okay. So some kind of unforeseen circumstances, you're going to become willing to do something completely different, add something to your life, a new component, if you will. And this is going to be very beneficial for you. The Fool might be new. It might be a little adventurous. It might seem a little risky or careless or carefree. However, the ambition that drives the Fool allows him to be caught by spirit because he's full of innocence, curiosity. He's hopeful and optimistic. So maintaining these qualities within yourself, Scorpio, is coming through very strongly from your spirit team. Make sure that you hold on to these feelings of youthfulness and nostalgia and hope and curiosity, because I see you embarking on something very new, but very tangible in your life. This is going to be, again, an investment in yourself for the long run. Beautiful reading. Now, others in your life, Major Arcana card number 12, the Hanged Man. So this is about them waiting around, not really knowing what the right move is to make. Okay. So like I said, you might be that person who is a little overburdened because you are kind of a leader. I have to say this, whether you know yourself to be a leader or not, Scorpio, I feel like you are that sounding board for people in your life who want to come to you and talk to you about what's going on with them. And maybe you can have some solutions to their problems. Spirit is saying, offer offer solutions. This is divine inspiration that is flowing through you and into the situation. However, these situations are not always yours to fix. It's not always your doing, your hands, your actions that are going to clear this up. Sometimes it is simply your inspiration come through you from spirit to the individual with whom you are connected that is stalled on their path at this time. Maybe they don't know what to do. Maybe they're uncertain about their next moves or what to do about their circumstances. So they're kind of waiting with their heads in the sand, playing it safe. I'm telling you, you can interject some wisdom that person may not see. Scorpio, take that as it resonates. You on the inside in the month of May, and we're already on the 4th, so you might resonate with some of this information already. If you're already feeling this reading, give it a thumbs up and drop a comment to let me know how it lands with you. I would love to hear from you guys. Again, if you're not subscribed to my channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss anything from me. Now, on the inside, Scorpio, Queen of Swords here. Now, the Queen of Swords is patient. She's calculating. She's very clever. Again, she makes stuff happen, kind of like the magician does, okay? But she's a thinker. She's a planner and a strategizer. She's not quick to act, but it's like she already sent the command and she's waiting to watch it happen. She is not misemotional. So I really see with the magician here, I'll just take this as it resonates, Scorpio. You might be into some kind of paganism or witchcraft or some kind of ritualistic behavior, because I see you planning, strategizing for that long-term goal to be achieved. But somehow I feel like it's not tied back to you. Like, this is really weird. Like, I feel like you're sending it floating into the universe. Maybe you are manifesting a positive ending to a certain scenario that you are not necessarily tightly entrenched in, okay? And so I feel here like you're sending those vibes off to kind of help with that scenario, but it somehow will not be linked back to you, which is crazy. If you are intending to uplift the scenario, spirit does support this, okay? Know that you're not coercing the events, but the love that you send towards them does enhance the flow of love in that process and encourages those people to move towards the light of healing, okay? Scorpio, spirit wants me to say that to you right now. So Queen of Swords, again, she's not misemotional. These are your inner feelings. I've tucked my heart aside. I know what needs to be done, and I'm going to make sure that that is put into action. Why? Because you are invested in what's right. Now, outwardly, although you may be the Queen of Swords inside, the Queen of Swords is a strategizer. People come to her to fix the problems, right? You might be that person, but on the outside, you're the Six of Pentacles. I almost feel a touch of panic here. I just want to tell you, between the inner and the outer emotions. So inside, I'm the Queen of Swords. I'm making sure the plan is set. I'm making sure things are taken care of. But on the outside, I'm very approachable. I'm ready to give the shirt off of my back. I'm ready to help any scenario. I'm extremely giving and generous. But on the inside, oh crap, how am I going to pay that bill now? Because I've used the bill money to give to somebody else who's in need. And I've got to rob Peter to pay Paul to make that other thing tie up. Right? I kind of feel this a little bit. So make sure that you're not overextending yourself because that's who you are, or because you feel like that need is greater than your own needs, because that is not the case. Make sure that you have a surplus before you begin giving to other people, lest you become a victim and taken advantage of. Now, what are you releasing? This is great. King of Swords, all right? You don't have it all figured out. You don't know the big master plan. I feel like you had a vision for your life and something happened or will happen in May that is going to shake up the status quo. So you're releasing that long-term fixed rigid plan that you had of your life because something's happened to change some things. So now you're like back to the drawing board. It's not like the plan's not there, but some chinks need to be worked out. Some changes and adjustments are being made to the map of your life as far as you can visualize that in your mind's eye. Okay, that's what I see you releasing with this King of Swords. But that's great because you have new energy coming into you, something that you can't even fathom, but it's going to be excellent. So what are you manifesting? Scorpio is manifesting the Knight of Pentacles here, and it says prosperity, benefits, investment. Didn't I say that already? If you get offered some kind of investment opportunities, go for all of them, man. Really consider at least 1 to 3 of them. I'm telling you, I feel this very strongly. So what are you exactly manifesting? Again, prosperity. The Knight of Pentacles can also indicate movement, promotion, moving location, physical health, dramatic physical changes like that, these kinds of things, as well as financial abundance and prosperity, being able to take care of everyone, being able to go on vacations with everyone, to travel and visit family members, to have it like that so solid that you don't have to worry if some financial setback arises in your life. Okay, that's what you're manifesting, is a bit more stability, a bit more prosperity, a bit more positivity in all of these physical and financial areas of your life. Why? Because you're invested in what's right and spirit supports that. Good for you. So what might bring you down? Now this is crazy. The final messages on your reading here, Scorpio, are just a little different, but I'll tell you what might bring you down. You have the Page of Pentacles here. Talent, skill, money are the taglines. What might bring you down in the month of May? So again, I feel like finances are something, like you were living the status quo, something kind of changed a little bit. Nobody knows exactly what to do or what's going to happen, but you're like, don't trip, we'll be okay. Don't trip, we'll be all right. Somehow, some way, we'll make it through this little patch. We always do. I've got us, I've got this, we've got this. Things will smooth out. It'll be okay. Page of Pentacles can bring you down. This can be new, like a new job. I'll just say this. This could be if you start a new job or a second job, you might feel a little uncertain at first because you don't quite know the ropes. Okay. Same for someone that you care about, okay? Or a young person who has some money problems in your life and wants to come to you for some kind of financial or physical support in that way, okay? These kinds of things can bring you down in the month of May. I'm talking to many Scorpios here, so let it land wherever it lands in your life. Drop a comment and let me know which issue you're dealing with that brings you down. Could it be that second job that you're having to pick up to make ends meet? Could it be the fact that you're feeling a little uncertain about your prosperity at this time? Remember, you are manifesting in abundance of prosperity, okay? So don't let these little tiny things bring you down in the month of May, although they could potentially do that. What can lift you up? This is definitely bizarre. Nine of Swords here. I have to say this, Scorpio. Nine of Swords is about feeling frustrated, feeling like things are out of your hands. Sometimes it's about staying in bed and worrying and crying your eyes out and having sleepless nights or headaches or physical ailments, these kinds of things. The Nine of Swords is deep mental frustrations, could be emotional anguish, this kind of stuff. How can this lift you up in May? I have to say this. Sometimes we can shift and put the blame on somebody else and be like, yeah, well, I didn't get us into this shit. What brings me down is I got to crawl us up and out of it. But I didn't get us into this stuff. I really feel this here, Scorpio. It can also be I'm the victim in all of this. Oh boy, all this stress is taking such a toll on me. I need to lay in bed for a while and just, tune out all the world and everything else. And if that's what you feel like you need to do, then do that. For your own emotional well-being, your own mental health, do that. Unplug, step away, but you are not a victim. You are not a victim. And again, I tell you, Scorpio, this doing the right thing is not always easy. Supporting people in their decisions with unconditional love, even though you don't support their freaking decisions, is not always easy. Being the only one who has the mental capacity to clear up the wreckage that might be going on in your life, sometimes you feel like the only grown up in the house, right? The only adult who handles business around, and that can make you feel like a constant suffering martyr, a victim. How come it's me? Know that sometimes you are the one with the best ideas. Sometimes you are the one who is the most empowered. Sometimes you are the one who has to kind of set things back on track for the group or the relationship or the connection or the family or whoever this is in your life. So knowing that taking that time away is cool, but sitting in this energy of this isn't my fault. I'm not to blame. I'm not taking a part in this. I'm a victim. Sitting in that mentality is going to cause others to do the same. Well, you don't care. I don't care. I'm just letting you know right now. Spirit wants me to say this, Scorpio. This is not healthy energy to be leading in, although you may need this, like the reality of this, to kind of come to terms with it within yourself so that you can step up and over this kind of energy. Okay. Now, what is your final guidance from Spirit as you continue to be invested in doing what is right to help clean up the streets of your life, your home, your business, your whatever you got going on? All right. Queen of Pentacles here is that you can. You can, Scorpio. All the stuff that is going on, the variables that are up in the air in your life, are they caused by you or other people who are in connection with you? I feel like many of these things are deeply rooted in other people with whom you have emotional bonds or some kind of strong connections. Okay. Please know that these people do not make or break you. Their additives to your life do not sustain your lifestyle. Okay. They may have in the past, but they don't have to continue doing that in the future. You have everything you need within yourself to create the abundant future that you desire. And as you lead in this way, invested in the long-term future that you have, the goals that you have, those other people are going to get off of their pity pot or stalemate, or their cautious energy that they're sitting in for fear of making the wrong choice. They're going to follow your lead. Okay. And they're going to say, wow, Scorpio handles the stuff. I better handle some stuff too, so that I can keep step with the Scorpio in my life that I care about. Okay. That's what I see here for you. Queen of Pentacles, the tagline: loyal, charming, wise, loving, loyal, and charming. So don't you forget that you have these qualities. You are wise, you are loyal, you are loving, you are charming, you are seen, you are valued, you are appreciated. And if these little setbacks change your lifestyle in a minor way or a major way, Spirit is saying, then it is where you should be on your path. Where you find yourself at right now, if it's not exactly where you want to be, know that you are manifesting more. You are manifesting more. And as you continue to stand in your empowered energy and do the next right thing for you and the people that you care about, you will get there. I'm telling you, after May, maybe even during May, I really feel like during the month of May, soon thereafter, you will see like a total shift in your scenario, Scorpio. So I'm going to leave that with you. I thank you for tuning in with me. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, right here on YouTube. I also book private sessions. I have tarot videos for order. So if you're interested in connecting with me, I do have links in your description box. I will never reach out to you. That is not how it works. If you want to connect with me, feel free to do so. I'm here for you. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Drop me a comment to let me know how it resonated with you. I'd love to hear from you. And until the next one, I send you guys so much love and so much blessings. Bye, Scorpios.